Hi, I'm Andrew from SF-based Studios. This is the Barbarian. This is the Barbarian.
I try one more time,
I'm Andrew from SF-based Studios, and this is the Barbarian.
Andrew, what is the Barbarian?
It's a very simple but long-form top-down RPG. It's on mobile and desktop. It will be on Steam within probably a month or two. It's on iOS right now. Will be on Android soon.
So talk about the gameplay. What do you do in this game? It looks very Diablo-esque.
It looks very Diablo-esque, but I don't know if it plays like Diablo. I was never a fan of Diablo myself, but I am a huge fan of RPGs. So while it may look like that, I really don't know if it plays like it. I intentionally made it relatively simple. The story's simple, the action is simple, the combat is simple. You can't like dodge here over here, or dodge over there, or do a lot of combo attacks or anything like that. However, at the same time, I also wanted to have a little strategy to it. So you can't just button smash the whole time or anything like that. I wouldn't call it a hack and slash at all because pressing the button over and over doesn't do a damn thing. So, you know.
So this game was made entirely by yourself. What were some of the challenges in doing that?
Everything. First, I'm still not the best programmer, and I definitely wasn't when I started. I watched the movie Indie Game the Movie and said I could do that. So with Unity, I was able to get our assets from the asset store, which was amazing because without that, I could not have made a game at all. And then just doing the programming from the very beginning, I was learning as I went, so I made mistake after mistake after mistake, and even now, when I go to fix some bugs I find, I can't do it sometimes. There's so many issues with the way I programmed it because I just wasn't good enough that to really fix it, I'd have to start from scratch. But, you know, my next game will be better, so.
Talk about how you use tools like Unity to make this game a reality and what a difference that makes today. You're using tools that developers didn't have 10 years ago.
It would be impossible 10 years ago for me to make this game, at least by myself. The Unity has a giant community. First, it's free, so you can just use it. You can just download it and start making games right away. Their Learn section is amazing to teach you how to do stuff, including non-game programming, just the basics. The community is great for when you have questions or just need ideas. For the most part, they'll give you the right answer. Sometimes they won't, but they don't realize that. The asset store is by far and away something you can't do without. I mean, for art assets, if you don't do art, you need it, or you need somebody who does art. And for other programming things, you need it. For my controller setup, I have an asset. For my in-app purchasing, I have an asset. All these things I have assets for because I didn't want to do it myself, because I couldn't do it myself. Because, I mean, I could have learned, but it would have taken a hell of a lot longer to learn than just to buy an asset somebody else already made for 30 or 40 or 50 bucks.
Talk about the story in your game. What's going on?
You start out on a dock and it just says that your home was destroyed by an unknown adversary, and that's it. Eventually you find that the king, something's wrong, and you need to, help some quests and kill some things and bring some objects back to gain experience, and eventually you learn that you need to save the king. But it's very simple on purpose because as a non-writer, I didn't want to try to make some epic storyline and just have it fall flat. I think that's worse than just making a simple story that works because it's simple and, okay, that's fine, who cares? It's like Zelda. Here's a sword, go away, and you do your thing, who cares? It's a game.
So what platform is your game on, and where can people find more information about it?
The website is www.thebarbariangame.com. It's on iOS right now. There's a free version and a pay upfront version. The free version, you can play like 3 hours of it. It's a wholly about 30-hour game in the end. It'll be on Steam probably within a month or two. It's already greenlit. I just have to upload it and do whatever they need me to do. And then it will be on Android not too long after that, I hope.